So what exactly is the cost of living in Italy? So we thought it would be interesting to take you guys around and show you the cost of things here. Be warned that obviously this can vary depending on where you are.
If you are in the north, if you are in the south.
Clarity, we are in a small town, all right, the population here in northern Italy, specifically Friuli, Venezia Giulia. So we're going to show you guys what the cost is around here, just to give you a fun idea and see if maybe what you're expecting is accurate or surprises you. So we've already talked to you guys a lot in the past about our potential moves to Italy, but to be honest, every single time we start talking to each other about it, we quickly get overwhelmed by all of the things that go into it. It's a huge decision, guys. Think about it. You're moving away from loved ones and friends. I have a huge fear of flying, so that automatically puts me in a stressful situation. There's so many time-sensitive things that you have to think about, such as a potential rental or a home purchase, visa applications, anything you need for moving. Our cat, are you kidding? We would be moving with Micha 100%, but we have so many documents just for her to be able to get her into the country. Moving to a new country is a significant life change that can bring up a lot of emotions and challenges. While it's an exciting adventure, it's completely normal to feel overwhelmed and anxious about the process. That's where therapy can be incredibly helpful, and BetterHelp, the sponsor of this video, makes it easier than ever to connect with a professional who can support you through this transition. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. First, you go to their site, answer a few questions, and BetterHelp will match you to a professional who has years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours. You can do it all from your phone or computer, via phone call, video chat, or messaging, however you feel most comfortable. It's the easiest possible way to start talking to a therapist. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/Jessi and Alessio and get a special discount on your first month.
First thing, you need to always have a hero with you if you want a cart.
Yes, so we're at the grocery store. We're going to show you guys the cost of food and grocery items.
This is one different grocery store. This, I don't think is the most expensive, but it's not even the most cheap.
So it's like a good medium.
Medium. So this yogurt in glass, you know, they are 99 cents. In US are $2 or
yeah, well,
more.
Remember when they started at 99 cents though?
Oh, they started 99 cents.
And then now they're higher there.
They're higher,
so
but this good quality.
let's get it. What's also interesting and surprising me right now is the origin of all the fruits and vegetables are Italy. So here are the potatoes, variety. And then we'll look at the garlic.
So this is latte fresco, and then you have really 5 days, 4 days to drink it. If not, you can buy latte a lunga conservazione.
This is something I still don't understand because we don't have this in our grocery store, the milk on the shelf like this. I don't...
But you have Starbucks.
Yeah, so I guess the milk in the Starbucks is the same idea, right?
Yeah, okay, you don't have this?
No, ours is always in the refrigerated section.
I don't know what they're doing. Okay, in US, it is something I always mad. The noci. $3, okay? No, $50. No, I don't know.
$50.
No, it's not that. It's not that price. Maybe they are, but I love with the shell. And it's so hard to me find in the United States with the shell. They're always broken.
I never noticed.
You see like this. It costs more.
Oh yeah.
But I love to broke.
Also, the price of bread fresh bread every day is super affordable. Usually we'll end up getting like 5 loaves, small loaves like this, and it's $2.50 or something like that. So that is a huge difference because it's all fresh. So in Italy, the pasta aisle is huge. You've got like one whole aisle filled on both sides with different types of pasta. And here's some brands that we have in the US too. Examples of prices here in Italy. They also have a lot of interesting flavored juices in Italy. I feel like there's always unique combinations that I never find in the US. One thing I notice here too in Italy is that I never find big bags of flour. Like these are all smaller than the size of my hand. And in the US, I could buy like a bag that's 4 times as big as this. Here's just an example of flour pricing. But remember, it's a small bag. And then we have cheese. So I feel like obviously the cheese here is a lot more affordable because a piece this large I've seen like almost $20 in the US, and here it is €10. Okay, eggs, 6 for $2.19. Oh, there's the organic ones up there. Bio means organic here.
€1.50. No, $5 a mix. No, $5.
This is one of the things Alessio complains the most about in the US. It's the price of the salad.
Yes. Okay, you in Casco, you found it a good price. $3. But the Italians usually they buy it and clean it by themselves. So they know
The bags aren't very popular.
They use this, but they prefer classic, the cheapo cut cleaning.
Now we're going to talk a little bit about eating out, because when we're in Italy, we eat out quite a bit. So Alessio just went into the gelateria to buy a scoop of gelato so we can see how much it is. Here it comes.
I came with the ice cream. So one bowl, the ice cream, can you take all in the cup?
Yeah.
In the cono is €1.70.
Okay, so one scoop is €1.70.
Yeah, this is the amount. Artigianale.
Worth it?
This is worth it 100 times more.
I mean, come on. For less than $2 for this, it's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember you complaining specifically in the US when we got one bottle of ice cream for 5 something.
For $5, because you say, oh, it's the best, I need to pay $5, I leave it there.
So, if you're comparing with something like that, you can't beat $1.70 or 80, whatever you
Yeah,
say.
well, yes.
And it's delicious.
It's delicious.
Let's talk about food at the restaurants, because I think we've talked about this several times in our other travel videos, but especially the pizza in Italy is so affordable compared to what we have in the United States, and I'm sorry, it's better.
That's better, yeah.
I think that I'm pretty sure like a margarita is usually about even $4.50 some places.
Some places, yeah.
The variations of the different flavors and toppings can be between 7, 8, 9. I think the most expensive pizza I've ever seen was like $10.50.
$10.50.
And we're talking big pizzas, guys.
Exactly.
And everybody gets one. So you could get, Alessio and I could get 2 huge pizzas for the price of one and what we pay at Papa John's or Pizza Hut.
So heavy, so oily, so greasy. But here is much healthy.
How much is a cappuccino in the morning?
$2.50, and then if you take a brioche, it's $1.90. But this again, hard price. plus example a spritz aperol, I want to say it is 250, when in the cities it is 5 or 5, right?
Yeah, I think 5.7. We sold one for 7 euros.
And then
Alessio was like,
I refuse when you can have 250. Yeah, beer it is 250, so the wine is cheap.
and let's talk about pasta dishes, for example. I'd say a good range is between 11 and 13 euros, right?
Yes, and then you can go to 15 because the most.
Yeah, but guys, always be careful when you're in the city centers because you can easily find a pasta dish for 25 euros
We
without
saw
being
it.
worth it. Okay?
Yeah, we
So
saw it and we never go.
be careful. We always look at the menu, and if we see that the prices are like 12, 13 euros, we say, okay.
Always
let's
go to the osteria or to the trattoria.
Those are the best. And then contorni, which are sides, are usually about 3 euros.
3 euros.
How much is like a secondo? Do you
Well,
think?
the secondo, the steak can go to 22, but you can find from 18 and up.
Right, and those are usually the meat dishes or heavier vegetable dishes,
Yeah.
fish dishes, things like that. And dolce?
Dolce, it is the 3 years to 5 years
I agree.
average.
Yeah,
And then the coffee, it is 99 cents
for espresso.
for espresso for a shot in the end. Then again, sometimes you can find package with your food like primo, secondo, contorno, a coffee for 13
A
euros.
fixed price menu is what we call it
Yeah.
in the US.
It is usually lunch for workers.
Let's talk about housing, amore. How much it costs in Italy to buy a house or rent a house, because obviously everybody's heard of the famous Euro houses.
Yeah. So here in the North Italy, we don't have Euro houses because people still here in the small towns, so they're not living that much. So we don't have that Euro houses yet. But depend where you are, it is some price from, like in US, city or small towns.
Do you feel like there are a lot of available properties in Italy?
There are really a lot of available properties in Italy. Yes, because people cannot afford buy a house, and then maybe they cannot find it what they want. But let's go see some houses
For sale.
for sale.
Here we have some examples of houses. This one is 170,000. You've got 200,000. They all seem to be about that price, right? I'm running the 100 or 200,000.
You're going to 135 to
Yeah.
200, depend how finished it is. because
Maybe
you
I can
see
put on some images here also of some other
some of the
examples that
houses.
I find online,
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe even for rent, because
By the
it is
way,
interesting.
This price is comparison US, you say immediately. But remember this, here the house market is not growing like in United States. So
Right, so you always have to be careful where you
Where.
purchase and
I mean, people buy the house for life, so they're gonna take really carefully what to buy.
right, it's not as easy of a turnover in the US where you can like turn around and sell your house and move somewhere else, whatever.
Into seconds.
You could easily get stuck with the house that you buy. So
you need to
be a
love
little
the house.
careful.
You need to love.
Either go forever or buy in a popular place where the turnover will be easy to sell.
Exactly. Utilities. So this is a big topic because the price skyrocket for the events that is happening right now. So it's hard to say. I can say average people spend $40 for electric a month, and maybe another 40 for gas, and that's it.
What about water?
No,
Same kind
sorry,
of thing?
water. Yeah, it's something. I think gas, electric are the same, and water it is. Plus, it's trash. I say average people spend maybe. It's hard to say.
It's super
100.
difficult. Again, you have the varieties of city and small town, north and south.
The recycle.
People who are very, very conservative and always keep the lights off and barely use any water, versus people who are more like loose and use whatever they feel like doing. So it's hard to really gauge
We
that.
we got example the recycle, because it's variation for every city, but they just charge you when they pick up. So maybe some people they don't use too much plastic, and it charge later. But let's say $100 average. Some people more, some people less.
For all the utilities?
All the utilities.
Okay, yeah.
And then
Per month.
Well, some people pay per month and some people pay every 2 months.
Oh,
So I, example, in my house, we pay per month, and then it is actually like average the 40, 45, you know. But some people, I remember electric, they spend 35, it was 2 months.
Wow,
So, yes,
okay.
but this was before events.
Right, current things going on in the world. It's hard to nail that down, but I would say generally it's less than what we pay in the US for these things.
It's less
right?
the pay in the US. US, our average, it is $100 water. And then it's garbage too.
Yeah, and then we
inside.
don't have gas, but we have electric.
And then electric is, again, a variation. We spend more in winter.
Right.
It is in the 200 a month. When you go average monthly 100 and then 75 in spring. So if you do it, it's 150 if you do divide by 12.
Right, the average. What about like Wi-Fi, phone service? Is that more affordable here?
Affordable, yes. The phone is super affordable because here you charge what you want. So, example, some people came with 15 euros. They can have all internet all week, so with messages, everything. And we use in Europe, we use WhatsApp for messages. So it is like in that
Super
direction.
easy, yeah.
So you need to pay. In US, we pay 170 for 2 lines.
Right.
I don't want to even think about that. And then, and usually the phone house now they remove it. Internet was 50 or 40 bucks per month, like fast. And then in US, I think we spend almost the same, right? Oh no, $70.
Yeah, 60 or 70, I think.
Yeah,
is what
so
ours is.
with the even with the change, US you spend more. Yeah.
So super popular activity in Italy is getting aperitivo before dinner, which is when you go out and you have a drink and you kind of just spend time with community before you go out to eat dinner. Italians eat dinner very late compared to how we eat in the US. So aperitivo is usually around 6 or 7.
Exactly.
In the US, Alessio and I have tried to go out for like happy hour before, and we've been stabbed by the prices.
Yeah.
Okay,
So for now we just take one red.
a glass of wine and a sparkling water for me.
Yeah.
I remember once I went out and got a glass of Prosecco and it was like $12.
US.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was just mediocre Prosecco.
Yeah.
So let's see how much our
The price.
aperitivo wine glass is.
So ragazzi, we pay the glass de wine €1.20 with the taxes.
Oh my gosh.
The aqua
Nothing.
was 50 cents with the taxes. So $1.20, a nice glass de wine.
Yeah, tell people about the taxes because we haven't mentioned that like at the grocery store, and when we are going to talk about food, we need to explain that you don't have taxes added on to the price advertised.
Exactly, all the taxes are in the price. So every time you see a price all over the place, if it's $10, it is with taxes. So because it's 10 or whatever, you know. So,
Yeah, you don't have to calculate in your mind, okay, when I take this to the cash register, it's 10,
I want to just tell you the taxes here for drinks is 10%, okay? Because it's in Italy, a variation for every single item.
Right.
It's different. If you go into groceries, different. If you go to buy clothes, it's different. So it's 10%. No, remember everything. I remember it was 22%, but I don't remember it if it is grocery. I don't remember that.
Right. Also, I want to say we're a little bit early for aperitivo. It's 5:15 here right now. So we didn't get the little aperitivo snack. Usually they give you like a little bruschetta or some chips, something included in your drink price.
At 6. In the city, I think they give you anyway. If you go into the small towns like we are, they're waiting 6 because it's the happy hour.
Yeah, just so you keep in mind.
Yeah, because people come drinking all the time. It's not that they come just at 6, so it is what you get. Merlotino di Zonzo. Oh, it's so smooth.
It tastes good.
I mean,
It doesn't have that.
it's so easy to figure out what is the Italian and the French. So easy. It's like water. Like this is hard
It's
water.
smooth like that, yeah.
Smooth. In the French, it is actually this water. No flavor. No. I'm joking. I miei amici francesi because they have a great wines.
They
I
do.
agree.
If I wasn't going to choose an Italian wine, I'd
I
choose one of theirs.
French. But now we're talking about the sad thing in Europe. It is
The salaries. So yes, the cost of living seems a lot lower here than it is in the US, but you guys have to remember that the salaries that they're making here in Italy are much lower. So it kind of balances out, I guess.
and they never grow. They stuck with the salary that when I left in the United States.
And prices for things keep going up. And
So
up.
average was $1,200 per person, a month. So 1,300, per month, and they stick with that. I never see people. Okay, some people, some people arrive to maybe 1,500, 1,800, but I think it is really not good.
So you're saying the average, so not the lowest income, but the average is about 1,300 euro a month.
1,300. If it talk about even the south, the south is more lower because the life is lower. In the north is more high.
Right, because even here you got cost of living variety.
Yes. For the jobs, I know my friends what they're doing. They always told me 1,300. Then some people arrive 1,800, but they need to do maybe 3 turns. So you're working a week. Another thing is in Italy, when you in America, the guy can working just the night.
Right.
People can working just the day. Here you're doing a week night, a week afternoon, and a week in the morning. So you always change.
You rotate every week, something different.
I think so. Your brain never are in the focus to the timing.
Yeah, because you're like, what is happening? What
In
day
US,
is it?
I noticed some people do just the night, and then maybe they're doing even the 3 turni, how we call
Right.
it, but it's different.
Longer time between the shifts.
And that because you do the nights, you take more money.
Okay. You have to balance it out, guys, and remember that yes, it's more affordable here, but the salaries are also a lot lower. Take that with what you will if you're looking to move to Italy and have that in your mind.
You need in mind another thing, healthcare. So how is the biggest difference between healthcare in Italy and healthcare in United States? Well, in Italy now they are really in crisis with healthcare because what's happening? All the people right now go to the hospital. So it is a lot of people in the hospital, and then so the timeline for anything you need to do, any procedures start coming a year and a half. So what they doing? They go to the private, and they're gonna pay 50 euros, 80 euros, 70 euros. So they're pissed. I agree, because you pay the taxes for have free care, and then instead you can get it and
So you have to pay extra.
So if the government listen to me, you should refund all the people from the taxes. Can you refund the people can go to the private, because if they cannot make it there, they pay the taxes. You need to do something because they double pay the service. So listen.
And then in the US, if you're familiar with the healthcare system there, we have insurance, there's different levels. So you pay monthly, your premium, and you get certain benefits depending on what plan you have. So it's a huge range of things. And then like you're paying your deductible, you're paying your max out of pocket, but you also have to pay on top of insurance. You pay to go to the doctor. You just pay a little bit less. You pay for your medication. You just pay a certain amount, and it's a huge range. It's impossible to just give an overview of it. So hopefully this gives you guys a little idea about the cost of living in Italy, whether you think it's cheap and affordable or expensive. It's up to you to interpret, but hopefully this gives you some real examples and real life information to make your own decisions.
Yes. If you want my advice, it is go in America, make a lot of money, and come live in Italy. Ciao ragazzi!
Ciao!